Welcome back, everyone. We got the quick little finals for our exhibition set here between Fuzzyness and Squillakilla.
He did really well on his section. I forget what map he was doing. I think he was doing a Sector 3 map, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I believe we're going to touch Sector 5 here. 5-1 looks like Fuzzyness is hovering over. But yeah, like we were saying earlier, different themes, different sectors. This game is absolutely beautiful. It's got some great art. I love the background, the soundtrack, and those small things like that can really make a game go from like just good and fun to play to something you don't get tired of.
Oh, absolutely. If you're a fan of like synthwave and like that whole outrun aesthetic, this is a game that you definitely need to pick up, because it seems like the majority of the soundtrack has that heavy synthwave kind of vibe to it. And so we're getting started now with level 5-1 here, kind of a interesting little like tropical machinery kind of level in a way. We see Fuzzy messing with what kind of throw potential he's got here at the beginning.
Yeah, and seeing something we haven't seen in a while, or maybe not even at all. They're forced to break these platforms. We've seen some broken platforms in the past.
It looks like there's some boost platforms too, or at least one kind of at the ending there. Not sure exactly what the mechanics on those are. That might be something that we'll see these runners mess around with too, if there happen to be more spread throughout the level.
So when we appear here, we want to go here and then go up over.
Ooh, that looked fast. That was.
Through that.
Fuzzy just dropping right into the robot there.
Yeah, I kind of like these broken bits. Oh, had a bit
like
of a hiccup here.
That looked really fast.
Let's try the upper route too.
Taking a walk in everyone else's shoes for a moment here. Just 1 second. but what I was saying, the broken platforms making you choose a route at the beginning, and where you can't just like fall into something. You have to at the time
and then go up
the sword hit, or I think a dash will kill the one here at the bottom. Yeah, I'm not sure that extra sword is necessary.
Oh, the
it
enemy
might be.
killed me. Didn't see what it was.
Sword not losing time at least. Maybe you could throw a dagger in there later on for some time save.
Oh, I can ignore that.
Still figuring it out.
I can just throw the dagger over it.
Yeah, just the very bare exploration phase. I saw another one of those boost panels, so I don't know if these players are going to mess around with the top route at all. It seems like part of the challenge of messing around with the top route in this stage would be that you have to break that platform to even access the top route.
No.
Yeah, that is going to be kind of a weird factor. Is like,
it does look like that the dagger actually can break those platforms, because I just saw Fuzzy break the top platform with a dagger throw. So
it can, it definitely can. It is a bit slow. Maybe the top one it wouldn't be slow, but yeah, throwing the dagger and you kind of have to wait a bit for it to come back to you. So not.
Another thing that Fuzzy just messed with was jumping up, sorting, and then throwing the dagger. Ooh, that could be fast. You're throwing the dagger after you sword, so you can still kind of gain a little bit of height, even though like you did have to just sword the platform there.
Yeah, and Fuzzyness made that look so quick. He's just straight through. Fast. There's no corridors or anything after you make those throws.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think that was it. That was so fast. You could hear it. He knows it. He knows that was good. He agrees with everything I'm saying.
I like that round already.
Big fan of that round.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So already getting a nice 11-second PB on the board.
Let's explore a bit. So what can I do here?
Okay, yeah, doesn't want to get ahead of himself. You can hear it. Just wants to explore maybe a little more.
And then from here, I guess I want to do this.
Yeah, he's just got to figure it out now. That's so nice once you know that you have a decent route. You just kind of optimize from there.
Wait, maybe not actually.
Okay, Squilla kind of messing around with the top route now too.
Yeah, I have to shoot this and then do.
It's a little bit trickier.
I think from what I've seen, if you're
really
picking a route that's going through a corridor and you haven't examined the rest of the map, you're doing yourself a disfavor.
Right.
You want to be.
It's definitely kind of bad form to start like really going into just one route without having explored the other routes, even if they initially look really slow. Because when you first look at that top route, it's like, why would I bother going top when I can dash and sword at the same time, make the bottom route entry completely free? But, you know, there's a lot of value to this top route as these runners are kind of exploring through now.
Yeah, Squilla making his way really quick through that bottom route, though. It's going to be interesting to
Enemy's
see
in
which one's
such a
actually
shit spot.
fastest, because watch him. He gets this. It's just a couple throws, and then he's right at that end section. But not being able to go straight across, I think, is going to be the difference. Yeah, Fuzzyness. That was just so fast. It was so smooth.
Man, I don't like
Hard
the
to
ending
compete.
though. I might check top. I think the ending's kind of shit. I
Oh,
want to check the top route
okay,
a bit
Fuzzyness.
more.
Tell us how you really feel.
We got time to experiment.
Yeah, this is some really tight movement though at the beginning. It's going to be hard. It's going to limit the number of tries at the very minimum.
I wonder if it's possible to get dagger there.
I think those you're not allowed to go above that. Like Fuzzyness was trying to dagger through. I think you have to because there's spikes on the side.
I wonder if that's
I'm
possible.
not sure you can get around those.
And it seems like the spikes in this game have a somewhat liberal hitbox to them. It's not like some other games where the spikes are more of a suggestion and it's really just a problem
That
if you
looks
land on the
so
platform the spikes are
close.
positioned on.
Yeah, it's
And this game
very.
seems to have some pretty long spikes too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they seem a tad excessive. Like, I think they would be a war crime if this was a battlefield or something.
They will get you. I
Yeah,
just
it's
think they're not as
possible.
lenient
It is
as some
possible.
people
Okay.
are kind of
It's
used
definitely
to.
possible.
Because
I
we
thought I
were
saw
kind of
dagger
examining
throw.
this on day one, kinda. I think as we were really trying to figure out the game. But the spikes seem to be like very precise with your character model. Like there's Mario games and stuff like Piranha Plants and whatnot. You can kind of like clip into it a little bit and cheat, and it's like the hitbox isn't quite
I
there.
think that route's faster, but I
But
need
this
to get
game
up
seems
there.
to not deal with that at all. It's like no.
Actually, I think
It
I'm
looks
gonna
like
drop
this.
it.
This
I
is
don't
how
have
it
time to
is,
go for this.
and it's
I
just
don't have
that. It's
time to
pretty
go for the
relentless that
strat.
way.
Right. Which, I mean, it's a good thing for the consistency. You know, you want to be able to know just based on what you're seeing on the screen whether you're making contact with an enemy or not. But at the same time, it's like there are things that you do wish were possible that would only be possible with like a smaller, inaccurate hitbox.
That is true.
What is
Like,
have
that?
some
imagine
really
Mario
tight
Bros.
stuff.
Speedruns if you couldn't jump over Piranha
How
Plants
fast
like
this
that.
route
Like,
is?
if the
Get
hitboxes
past
were
this
accurate.
fucking- This
Yeah,
route sucks.
exactly.
Okay, never mind. That route
I
sucks.
agree.
That route
That's
sucks.
what
Alright, let's go for a
Fuzziness.
good time now.
He's saying it sucks, but he's the one in first place, so I mean...
He is currently in first. I haven't seen Squilla really commit himself to anything yet. Same with Fuzzyness, really, but
We're going for a good
both
time
just
now.
trying to figure out exactly what they need to
We
do.
got 20 minutes, so...
They're both on the same path,
I got my route.
but there are a
Pretty
lot of
satisfied
options, it
with.
seems like, for the ending. Unlike the last stage.
It's just gonna be hard to execute it.
Yeah, like Fuzziness was saying, the ending is
Yeah, go
it's
for it.
just
What's
kind of
the idea?
slow. You have to like jump on those platforms. There's not much to dagger to.
What's the
You
idea
have to
for the
deal with
end?
an enemy that's in your way.
The part with the robot, right?
It's a lot. It's a lot going on there at the end that isn't quick.
This run sucks. Why doesn't it work? Hello?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the most optimal way of dealing with that robot is. I don't know. I would
Not the
think a
floating platform,
dash,
the
but
second one? Let's try it.
Those floating ones are hard. You can't dash and kill them like you can the ground ones.
In the end, yeah.
oh, he's talking about a camera bot. Okay, I thought he was talking about the later robot there.
Here?
Oh, maybe Fuzziness was. I was talking about like the robot Squillo killed like right there at the end. Like what
Oh,
Fuzziness
I
is
see.
where that's
Actually,
Right.
maybe.
That one is awkward, yeah. I guess a jump and sword in midair, but the sword
How
kind
much
of
time
kills
do we
your
have?
jump, so...
Oh, we still got 20 minutes.
I don't know.
We can experiment. for a
yeah,
bit.
it's a weird ending.
I wonder
Maybe
if
they
it
could
kills
just,
your momentum to do a dagger throw that doesn't latch on to anything? Because, I mean, I guess you could kill it with a dagger throw in midair, but...
You could, or maybe even still on the ground and then just dash right through.
No.
I don't know.
Well, thanks for the
Unlatch
raid,
yourself to the
TMR.
roof?
TMR rating with a party of 278.
Oh wow.
That
Thanks
part
so much.
really
GG's
slow
for the
right
last round. Sorry about the snipe.
Yeah, that was
a
nuts. We were
ludicrous
like,
finish.
we were freaking out. We didn't even think
Yeah, it's
he
not
beat
worth
you
it.
at the end. We were like, oh wow, he was just barely off, and then he like gained a second. We were like, holy crap. So incredible
I'm getting
run,
a beginning,
TMR.
it's
Thank you
pretty
so
annoying.
much.
Let's practice the ending a bit more.
Yeah,
the ending's
insane.
The hard spot right now.
Both runners still trying to figure out the ending here.
Oh, there! I know what to do. I can ignore it. I can ignore it.
Okay,
completely
there it is.
ignore
That's
it.
what I was kind of wondering. Like, I briefly mentioned that maybe a throw on the roof, but
I can
I
ignore
wasn't
it.
real
Alright, let's get a
confident
good
that it
one.
was going to
I
be
know what to do
possible.
now. I figured out what to do right there.
And thanks so much for the GGs and the good luck.
Sucks.
DMR.
Ah. I'm losing right now probably because I'm experimenting a lot.
Try not to die.
Fuzzy thinks he's losing it, just not even checking the timer leaderboard.
This pod sucks.
Not really aware that Squill is also just experimenting a ton, because this is kind of a more unique level than the other ones that we've seen, so
This beginning is
I
so
can see the need
holy
for more
shit.
experimentation.
Absolutely. Yeah, and not being confident, especially with the section there at the
That's
end.
what I want to do, but it's
Maybe
very
Squilla
hard.
has figured something out. He seems to be resetting, so wants to get a solid time. But no one's really set one that they want.
Going with this fairly teleport
Fucking
heavy route.
enemy!
And I think that enemy might have been in his way, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is on a weird
No,
cycle. The
I
devs have
got
done a
the
really good job of
I
like
ruined
making the enemies in some awkward positions unless you're like super fast.
There it is. Okay.
Or even if you
That's
are
what I
super
need to
fast,
do
then
right
they're like in
there.
a bad
You
spot.
see that? That's the strat.
I think they've done a good
That's
job
the
with
strat
challenging
right
people
there.
in that manner. They've
Yeah.
That's the strat
had a
right
lot
there
of
for
stuff
sure.
in the back of their mind that's made it really fun. Ooh, Squilla.
Ooh, that's an interesting way to do that
Okay, I
ending
know the
there.
whole
It might be a
strat now, I
tad
just need to
slow,
execute
but I mean that could be a way to save
very
an attempt
difficult.
if you get a particularly good attempt going.
Yeah, just kind of slid
fucked
off
it
of that
already.
platform and did an upright. Just went underneath the enemy.
Ooh, Fuzzy going real fast
Oh.
here.
Free BBs
Oh, nice
These are
time
free.
here.
Yeah.
10,
This is not even that
28
hard
here.
of a level, so it's not too bad. We'll just improve this to get stuff
Yeah,
done.
Fuzziness, not hard. You should be
yellow.
fine, I'm sure.
Not hard,
Doesn't look
GG
hard.
easy. Yeah, let's disregard the recording of earlier where he was saying this is a bad level.
Oh, dang.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
those two aren't
ending's
mutually
hard.
exclusive. I guess a bad level could be really easily.
Yeah,
Could be really
it is,
Ending's so
easy.
hard, dude.
it is funny. I think Fuzziness has figured out the ending a little
Going
better.
down
He does
slow
like
as fuck.
that quick throw
I'm not going
up
down.
and then right seemed to be pretty fast versus like falling off the platform.
Yeah, like Squill is
I have to
doing
get this in
here.
one jump.
11:07
It's
now. Nice PB.
Oh, fast beginning from Fuzziness. Let's see if he can continue, but got a little caught up, but is speeding right through the level.
Ah!
And wasn't able to
Ah.
get the last one. That was going to be so good. Oh, my word.
Dude,
He did
it's
like
so
a fast
hard.
fall there where Squilla just passed to break that platform. That was really good from Squilla.
Excuse my
Can't see the
language for
time.
GSA, I apologize. I apologize people
It is-
watching from GSA. I'm swearing.
It is what it is.
I hope my audio's
Fuzziness.
not.
Beautiful
nice-
opener there.
Nice 12-second time.
No, I missed him.
Okay, pretty quick here from Squilla. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
the-
section right there where he double dashed. When you have to double dash, it seems slow versus having to
Yeah,
throw
no
the
problem.
dagger.
Right. Squill getting a lot closer. 10.72 PB now.
Beginning so hard.
And Blue Lake Pickle, that is one thing. The
we
times that are like on screen at all time, those aren't like live updated. We do have to manually update them whenever the runners PB. So sometimes like you'll see their best time being a bit higher than like a PB that they just got. Let's say.
Oh my gosh. This is
What
why Fuzziness
emotion
fun to
is
watch.
that? What do you label that?
He repeats it for us. I don't know.
Is
He's
that
anguished.
dorsalessness?
Fuck off.
I don't know if you've seen that weird emotions video. It's one of those like creepypasta videos on YouTube where it's some like product that can change your emotions, and like at first they're normal emotions, but then they start just getting weird.
Yeah, it's like confused screaming in the corner.
Yeah, like that kind of thing.
That
There's
should've
one
been
called
sub-10, I
dorsalessness, and it's the
choked
face
it.
is a void. Like there is no face anymore.
I choked the sub 10.
Oh no.
And that's what I imagine that grunt is right there.
Yeah, just pure angst.
I
Ugh.
choked the sub 10, dude.
That is funny. Squilla, I think Fuzziness, I'll point it out when they get to it, but there's a platform that they like fall down and break. Fuzziness is doing a fall, a fast
As you
fall,
can
which
see,
is
I
kind of
play
like
very
a ground
greedy.
pound type deal.
Which is me as a speedrunner.
But Squilla is just sorting it, and I think there's
I
a
go
decent
for all the
difference here.
optimizations I can think of.
What happened?
Yeah, they got to get there first. This is such a hard beginning.
I really wonder what's faster between Squilla's way of handling going from bottom to top or Fuzzy going the top route every time.
Say that again?
So like if you watch, Squilla does like the same mid portion as Fuzzy, like going towards like the mid top area, but if you notice, like Squilla starts with the bottom route and like goes through that firebar to reach the top route.
Yeah, I'm thinking Fuzziness is still just a little faster. But yeah, it's not by much, and neither one has executed a really good run yet. So, oh, that was really fast actually. That immediate right.
Yeah, a lot of teleports going from Squilla in his favor there. Let's see what this final time ends up being. It's a 10 something, but 10:22, nice.
Okay, yeah, really good, and had a bit of a mistake.
What's
so
the jump not come out, bro?
maybe not much faster or much slower, if any. Maybe about even.
I could honestly see the bottom route being faster with how quick Squilla is just going through it. I mean, he's got it down to a science getting that teleport and then the sword slash and then the fast fall.
Okay,
that's also
very
quick. This is it.
It's also consistent versus Fuzziness is just like resetting a lot to the beginning here.
Never mind the fucking laser, dude.
And I've said it before and I'll say it again, like, you can have the best route, but if it's like a stupid hard route that you just cannot perform perfectly, your opponent could easily win with a route that's like a couple seconds slower that they're just able to do better and more consistently.
Absolutely. I don't know if you were watching Fuzziness right there, but that was insane. That block I was talking to you about him doing the fast fall, he just threw the dagger straight down, so it crumpled the platform, but he was still able to dash to it. It looked so fast. Hold on, you see it right here, right there. Look at, he's just instantly everywhere.
How did that miss? Please tell me.
Because you're too fast, Fuzziness. Slow down.
How did that miss?
This is the speed police.
Dude, this is so hard because I have to get a perfect fucking slash dagger at the beginning.
Try not to die.
Alright, yeah, really nice for Fuzziness. I see. Dude, there's just so many button presses in that section.
On my controller.
And with the tight timings, like you said last match, the daggers, it's not an immediate B press. The dagger has to hit something before you hit B. So, not easy timing. And that was really good. That's going to break 10. That's going to break 10.
It was still bad, but let's go.
That's sick. It was a 989.
Sub 10. Easy clap.
And yeah, it is a difficult timing, especially when you consider that like the distance your dagger has to travel to the wall can vary, and thus the timing of those two button presses can also vary. Like sometimes it's going to be a quick almost double tap, sometimes it is going to have to be like a pretty extended delay between the dagger throw and the actual teleport, so...
Yeah, lots of optimization there. I think Fuzziness, after that shot to the wall, needs a down right instead of a straight right. Because then he wouldn't have to grab onto another wall.
Yo, Oblivion. It's all good. We'll play Monkey.
But he's already got so many, like, fast throws.
I wonder if Squilla realizes that they can go ahead and break those platforms with the dagger.
Ooh, Squilla just found something. Yeah, I'm not sure if he knows if he can break it or not. Fuzziness definitely getting some time knowing that he just can throw the dagger straight down.
I hate how my jump doesn't come out in this game. I'm pressing jump!
Looks like Squilla basically did the same right there.
Yeah, that was really fast. So Squilla just found out that at the end, when you jump on that platform, if you throw the dagger as you're jumping up right above the enemy, you can actually hit that little platform that Fuzziness has been hitting. Right there, but he got hit by the enemy. He was a little slow getting there. But that's a really good throw. That's very fast.
Let's see how much it's able to speed up his PB here. He's getting some decent run-throughs here. I swear he got one where he got a fastball through that crumple platform, but it doesn't look like he's doing it again.
There it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a fast beginning. So yeah, I don't think that beginning, if he can get that consistently, is any slower than Fuzziness. Yeah, the enemy is in such a weird spot. Might just have to sword it and then dagger throw.
I think if he's able to get like a really clean attempt, he will actually have the enemy be a bit further behind, I think.
Possible.
That's the first time that's ever happened. And it was a really good run.
All right, Fuzzyness still in the lead with that sub 10, but neither runner having a
It
real
was a shame.
clean
It was
run.
such
Both
a good run
having
as well.
real issues with these tight throws.
Won't give up.
And so we could very easily see one of these runners just
we've
like
got 10
snap
minutes
ahead
to get the
randomly with a
perfect
really,
run.
really clean PB. I honestly halfway wonder if an 8-second time could be possible on this stage.
I would imagine it would have to be, right? Somehow.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Oh, right there from Fuzzyness. That's what I was talking about. There it is.
That was sick.
He had one slowdown I saw a little earlier,
No.
but that is
Oh,
such a
and
good
then-
time. Squillak's finishing one too. I didn't quite see.
Squilla got like a good ending, but then like did like a short hop or something
So
at
it'd
the
be
end that
by
ended
time
up
left
losing
with
in
the
like
same
about
strategy
half
at
a
this
second or
point,
so. That
probably.
would have probably been a PB without that.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Like the strat I'm doing is
Yeah,
pretty
Fuzzyness
damn
getting
fast.
a much lower 9-second time.
Puzzle. Try not to die.
Yeah, Squilla definitely looking like he's losing a little time with all these
Fuck, I
sword
keep throwing it too early.
hits, I
Chill,
guess.
bro,
Especially on that
chill.
second platform, he has to hit through and fall. Enemy, he doesn't quite have the timing down with the enemy, so he's doing...
Oh, Squilla was just
Empty.
trying to use the dagger on that last like sentry cam thing.
Excuse
and
me?
the dagger
Hello?
barely stopped short of its face. It was right outside of its range to kill.
Oh, no. Yeah, so tricky, so tricky. Oh, how did that not hit?
How did that not hit? The eternal mystery.
You can ignore
Yeah,
it.
First
Fuzzyness
Fuzzy
is-
struggled with it, and now we get to.
Yeah, Fuzzyness is sorting the enemy. He's just hitting sword
I
as
think
he
the enemy
goes
didn't get
up,
hit in the first
and so
place.
by the time he's in the position that he needs to be to throw, he's not waiting on an animation.
I
So
hate missing that
it looks like that is what you need to do.
Alright, new idea, new idea. Watch this, watch this.
All right, we're watching Fuzzyness.
New idea, you ready?
We're watching this new.
That was
idea.
great. Fuzzyness on the run of his life, going through,
I kinda like
dashing.
that.
Ah,
I'm doing that. You know it's easier.
Forgetting to throw the dagger down.
That's easier.
yeah,
That's
Fuzzyness
part of
is
the
definitely
safety
wasting a lot of time, like I said earlier, on resetting the beginning.
Ah, okay, because
If
8
he
minutes
was able
time.
to get the ending as many times as Squilla, I think he would have a really low 9 or potentially an 8-second time by now.
Unlucky.
I could see that. Yeah.
But at the same time, Squilla doesn't have an easy time at his beginning too, so
No pressure,
maybe
man.
not.
Don't choke.
It's not like he's getting through for free.
Especially like. Oh, let's see here.
Okay.
That's a clean one. Let's see the final time. That's a 9-something.
you see how early
940.
that
Let's
was?
go. Squilla in the lead now.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, 0.49 separating
Did you
him
see how
actually.
early I was? What the fuck?
Fuzzyness has
Alright.
7.5 seconds to optimize what he's been working at.
What do I even do on that cycle?
Those are some long seconds, man.
So, oh my god. I keep saying that. Yeah, he's got 7.5 minutes to save half a second. Can he do it?
Oh,
Oh, that
no,
looks
I
good.
choked! I missed the dash!
Yeah,
I missed the
he wasted a little bit of time, but yeah,
I
0.75.
Oh,
He might have been able
cutting
to
the
at least
time now.
tie.
We're slicing it.
Okay, good beginning here from Fuzzyness. Here we go. Fast throws.
Oh, that is.
Fast fall.
Yeah, the sword hit was a little bit.
Am I still
Oh man.
first? Did someone beat me?
Someone beat you, Fussy.
No? Am I not first?
Won't give up.
Fuzzyness is on it.
Man,
He's got this beginning more figured out at least. I think he worked it out.
And it is still pretty
Good
quick.
night.
If it is slower than the bottom route, I'm not even sure it is, to be honest.
They've got to be
Did I
about
get
even,
940 or
I
did
think.
someone else?
Because it is more direct, although like you are having to do some more like just kind of. I don't know exactly
Did
how
that
to
beat me?
describe
Okay,
it.
okay.
It's just
Get
more
this
slow, like deliberate movement, I guess.
I gotta get
Yeah,
this.
that is part of the
strat's not
game
that
that makes
hard.
it so much fun though,
Puzzle.
is you're gonna have to test out a lot of different stuff to really know what's faster and what's not. It's not obvious, even when you have two screens doing the exact same thing. or
Right.
like one of each.
I went too far there.
It's not obvious.
It's somewhat similar to Celeste, where it seems like maintaining your momentum is
Dang,
very,
dude.
very hugely crucial, and
Inform
sometimes
much
can be
faster
more
than
important than like using the necessarily shortest distance between 2 points. So like, you know, Fuzzy is doing what would be like the shortest route, but just because of like the sort of
Dash, you
losses in
fucking
momentum, having to
idiot!
change directions and stuff,
Oh
it
my
might
God,
be
I'm so
just dead
mad.
even with a route that does take longer physically
so
in
mad, I
distance.
tied him.
Oh, 940.
He's so
They're
lucky.
directly tied. Fuzzy
Wait,
just
yeah.
got a 940.
Oh, Squilla
He's
just
so
had a
lucky.
nice run that he kind of
He's
choked
so
the ending
lucky.
on. Dude, so tied to the 100th of a second. This is gotta be a tiebreaker. If we run out of time, I think we have to wait till somebody
He's
finishes
so
a better run.
lucky.
Yeah, I don't know how this would work, like, because, I mean, Squilla did get the 940 first, but yeah, we have a direct tie, and this game does count to the 100th of the second. So that means that these runners were within a 100th of a second of each other on that specific attempt.
Yeah, wondering which route is faster. Still, we don't know.
Yeah, there really is no telling.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that sword like animation art. That looks so cool.
it looks like Squilla got a slower run there. 947!
No.
So close.
There we
Oh,
go.
that's it for
let's
Fuzziness.
go.
There it
Oh,
is.
there we go,
Let's
breaking the tie, okay. 9.2
Perfect.
now.
Beautiful. Easy clap. Beat that.
Easy clap is right.
Oh,
Alright, yeah.
I wish that Squilla didn't get hung up on that ledge there, because he skipped over a ledge that he normally gets hung up on.
Let's go.
Yeah, skip
It seems to be like one of the
It's 3
big
minutes left.
disadvantages of this bottom route is that ledge right after the teleport through the fire bar, or like the teleport after the fire bar.
Let's
I think.
go.
It seems like he always gets stuck there and like loses his momentum there.
Yeah, he does.
go.
And not quite beating his time. But it was a really good run. Yeah, also
Oh, there we go. Yeah, preserving his momentum there that time.
Dying.
I think this might be a better
Finished
run.
out.
Let's see. Multiple
It's gonna be
dashes
tight.
there.
You can see it.
898. Let's
oh
go.
my word.
He fired back.
Absolutely insane.
This beginning's so big.
Fuzziness
Yeah.
snatched that lead back, and Squilla just said, "Nope, no, I'll take that back again, thank you."
Yeah, what a battle. Final 5 minutes, both of them neck and neck, battling it out. Now,
And
Fuzziness,
Squilla
there
is no
is...
stranger to last-minute clutches.
No, he's not. There is a slight optimization
Why does that
that I
happen
don't think Fuzziness is
randomly?
quite
so annoying.
doing. Or maybe he is. I'm not sure, but I think he has the ability for a down right throw at the end to skip that fire bar, but Squilla is not because of how close he already is. And I'm really curious to see if that would actually save a little bit of time, but Fuzziness not thinking so. But it's going to finish this round. It's looking really good, but barely misses that throw that he needs.
Perfect run,
That was going to
Bruin.
be so clean if he got that.
Dude, that was a perfect run. I'm sad.
So which
Yeah.
fire bar was it? You were talking about that down right through?
Not to die.
The second one that he reaches.
Dude, that
So you
run
see
was
how he
so
like
good.
throws down right through that?
I got 2 minutes.
He can
Oh, okay.
attach himself with a straight right throw after that throw, and then down right as he falls. But it's like really fast and really tight, so he might have just deemed it too hard.
Gotcha.
Come on, stop throwing it, Artie. Stop
Oh,
being
but he's
mean.
having a lot of trouble with this intro again. Just a lot of attempts getting reset. And Squilla is in a bit of a comfortable position. He has that full, like, 0.2 of a lead, but it's still, you're wanting to grind as hard as you can and maybe try to optimize that time just a little bit further.
What happened?
Yeah, and Fuzziness has it. He just needs to wait like an extra frame or two, but with this enemy, it's hard to wait. You have to get past it, and it's like moving towards you.
Right. Just a bad part of its
2
cycle.
minutes.
I mean, I don't know. It does seem like whenever these runners were going a bit slower before they'd really optimized like the movement in the beginning and the middle sections, that the enemy was at kind of a worse point in its cycle. So
It does, yeah. Once they've really optimized, it does seem to be, like you said earlier, in a better spot. They're not being forced to kill it at
I'm
least.
joking, dude.
ooh, now
Alright,
Squilla is
let's
trying
go,
to see if he
let's
can
go.
do an upright throw here through this tunnel. I think Fuzzy was messing with this earlier as well.
No, stop
Yeah, I
throwing
think he
it,
Kind of
tried,
Artie,
it
feels like
please,
it is
stop.
possible he's not going to get it in a minute.
I don't think it even was. But really nice run from
Nice
Squilla here.
fastball through the platform there.
Yeah, ending didn't seem to be super fast, but was a good run. Still has that sub 9 under his belt.
Nice,
Like 2 more
nice.
tries.
45 seconds left. Fuzzyness has to get something with one of these last runs.
Come on, dude. Fuck off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see the teleport dagger. Like it looks like it attaches to the wall, and you could see it like stop there for a frame or two, and then it like zips back.
He's wondering, like, am I really close enough? I don't think so.
Time's running out now.
Aw, Squilla getting killed before he could actually teleport.
Okay,
I
nice
think that
run
dagger
here.
must have connected.
Yeah, Fuzzyness.
Alright, last try, I guess.
That last throw. I'm not sure this is gonna quite count, but yeah,
GG.
dead after time's done. Definitely over. Dude, Fuzzyness had it most of the match, but then Squilla again coming out last minute, within 5 minutes this time. Last time within 30 seconds.
Yeah, there's a nice back and forth too. You know, Fuzzy and Squilla kind of getting the ending figured out pretty well around the same time, but Squilla just getting that killer attempt, that nice sub 9. So GG's to Squilla for winning our little exhibition set here. Coming out of the first round with just an incredible clutch finish, getting that PB attempt in the last 10 seconds of the round, and then now finishing out this nice round against Fuzzy. So GG's to Squilla, and GG's to Fuzzy too for nice performance in round 1, and you know, doing pretty well with that top route there. I mean, both these runners pretty well optimized their routes in this run too, and you can see just off their PBs being so close together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we actually had a hundredth of a second tie at one point. It's just to reiterate how close it was the entire time. But yeah, GG's to both runners, Fuzzyness, Squillakilla. Killa being the killer that was able to push through the 2 grueling rounds, and all these runners you saw were like really good at the game, even after not really playing it. So Squilla just eking it out that much better. That's all that was required though. So GG's, absolutely. We'll be seeing him later on. We'll have some more exhibition matches with some speedrunner and other entertainers. But that's going to do it for me and I believe Electric for now. We're going to be going on to some top 16 matches and into some quarterfinal matches. And so don't go away. We'll have some extra matches for you. But it's been a pleasure, Electric. I always enjoy commentating with you.
Oh, and absolutely same here. It's been a pleasure with a great game, which reminder, Aeon Drive is out now. ! Aeon for that Steam link in chat. Going to be 10% off since it is the sort of grand opening debut, if you will. If you really like the gameplay that you're seeing here and you want to try to explore this game for yourself, go check it out. It's a really, really neat little indie game project. And yeah, we're going to take a short few minutes of break and come right back with Grondius versus Vegan Tyler for our match 1 of top 16. So don't go anywhere, folks.
Thanks, guys.